Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Roberts. So today I'm gonna be soloing. This is my shite. So I'm thinking, what should I do today? But today I'm going to be doing some couple of videos. You know what I mean? So first, I'm going to be doing some parkour. I think it's a parkour league. So I'm new to this kind of stuff, but I'm interested in those people that do parkour. So I'm going to do this and see if I'll get into it. Do some of those ones I jump on the roof and all of that. But I want to see how this is. How interesting it's this. So this is like 3x China champs that face the US in the international debut. So it's gonna be a US ParkourMan vs APK Blue. So let's see what this video is about. We got not see any more time. Let me get into this.
ParkourMan, the three-time Chinese champions. These guys have got the skills to compete.
But just looking at this, I think I have a general idea what's going on. Maybe they are chasing each other to see if if the blue guy is gonna catch that one with the red and yellow. I think that's what's going on. I'm not sure. So let's see. It's interesting. So it's like cat and mouse. Tom and Jerry. Oh.
Compete with the best. I did not expect to see this at all.
If that's not what is going on, please let me know. Comment down below. Oh, also please don't forget to subscribe, to my channel. Like it and share it. And also subscribe. I love that. Alright, here we go. I think we got the China team.
Parkour.
We got the Chinese team. I think they're doing this in France.
ParkourMan, the three-time Chinese champions. One of our colleagues, Carl Shapiro, has said that these guys, he was saying this 2 years ago, these guys have got the skills, the abilities to compete with the best, but they haven't had the opportunities. COVID ruined it at first, then visa problems, but finally they are here, and we have the leading chase taggers from China looking to show us what they can do. They're an unknown quantity, aren't they, Joey? Really?
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, the unknown quantity. We're not sure what can come out, but chase tag is old enough at this point that I think...
Here we go. We have the ParkourMan from China.
We have some things to expect.
They're looking like they're about to shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we here. This is our shit. They're like 3x champion, you know what I mean? If you are a 3x champion in the sport you're doing, you are the shit.
Some big pitfalls that new teams fall into. I'm looking out to see how many of those they fall into and how many they can step over.
Well, we know what this quantity is all about. APK
And here we got the US team coming in.
Blue, based in Indianapolis in the USA. They do not have
one of those guys look too huge to be a parkour. Right. You never know.
to train on a regular basis. They are going multi-penguin down the mountain. This is one of the moves they've been working
Doesn't look too huge, but it looks huge to be doing parkour. Well, let's see.
on. I think we're only going to see it in their entrances. If they bust that out in the middle of a game, then something is going incredibly silly. But incredibly silly is...
Please bear with. For some reason, my cameras keep going in and out, like blurry, trying to get my... like that. It's trying to get my vision, I think trying to get my eyes and all of that. So, I'm using a low-tech camera, so I'm not up yet for me to get those high-tech cameras. So that's why I need more subscribers, and more likes.
It's often associated with these characters.
Oh, you said that to perfection. And I'm so excited for this matchup right here. Mostly because APK Blue is in it. If nothing else, they are going to put on a show.
Yeah, but we are going to start with their number 6, Tyler Carey, evading first. And it is Yu Wei, the team captain for ParkourMan. Now we've got a whole collection of incredible athletes in this ParkourMan team. There's speed champions and ninja masters and all sorts of stuff. They've gone viral on the internet for some of the stuff they're doing. And look at the speed!
Look at that. That dude was fast. But if they get injured with this, oh my god, the injury will be so serious because they can just go face flat on this pole right there.
Now then, I know it's only a few seconds, but are we changing some opinions yet, Joey?
Instantly. He played the bridge game so well, and then just the pure power to run down. I don't want to say what that move was called before, but run over the sisters and make the tag.
Yeah, well, his name's Yue. No way in that opening chase for Tyler Carey. Elijah van der Weiver from Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, look at how smoothly he's moved through all of that. And Yue, you can't get away from him.
Man,
Elijah makes the tag.
Classic dive from Elijah. What I really like that he does there, these teams practice these dives by diving to the edge, the border of the quad. And he literally did it exactly how you would do in practice to try to save your wrists a little bit. Diving, catching the tag, and then catching himself on the ridge. What is this start?
Yeah, what is this start? He's riding that bar like it's a carousel horse. But down he gets as Logan comes in after him and Elijah's away. I'm still trying to work out what he's done to his top. He's absolutely mangled him. And Logan takes the long road. And that's the end of the road for Elijah in that check.
Wow, and Elijah, I call him the swaggiest man on the planet. He moves, he even stands with swag. But he showed some true emotion right there, throwing his fist at the ground.
Oh,
He
now
is
we've got
not
an injury here, I think. Is it a dislocation? It may be. It is basically a hazard of the job, Joey.
Especially when you're going at these speeds. And the border is at such a slant that if you hit it hard, it's gonna hurt.
Right, we're gonna go and speak in this little break to Frank Mejia from APK Blue. Look at it, you go for the headband tonight, Frank. You're always a man who loves an accessory.
Oh man, all the accessories and then some, Dan. I'll tell you what, man, this is already an intense match to begin with, going against these guys and now having this. Man, it's definitely rattling people, but hey, all of us are gonna get it.
Why don't you want
this? So it's a little bit of strategy, a little bit of finesse, but it is what it is. And yes, oh my god, he is back! Yes! Oh my god, this is gonna be sick!
Guys, his head somewhere over there. He hit his head somewhere over there. I had to fast forward our part because I'm not interested in the interview. I just want to see what they're doing. So if you gotta complain, please don't complain too much.
Head wrapped up, looking like a warrior right now.
This is true boxing right now.
I thought it was like a shoulder or something. He just bust his head open and he is back on.
He is back for blood.
And I did mention that, like, the injury really is like you have to watch your face because your head part, your knee, all of those pull right there, you can just bash your edge on it. But look, that's fine. It's coming back in.
He is not going to let this one go. And here we see brother. Oh, he's a very scrambly one, but so is this guy from ParkourMan. Let's see how he stacks up. Ooh, good adjustment, good cut. Can he keep it balanced? Yes. Oh my god, such a good thread in. Oh, what's he doing? Can he get him? So close, so close. Can brother get this scrambly master just as scrambly as he is? Oh!
And I was going to ask, is there a timer where you have to cast him? And then I looked on the screen, on the left side of the screen, there's definitely a time. I was going to ask before that green light come up.
Frank Mejia has just called in an evasion for ParkourMan again.
This is fun. I would like to try it.
His own team because Logan has dragged himself off the floor an injury and picked up the point. Astonishing.
Logan's already feeling on top of the world right now. He played that so well. Every time brother thought he had him in a good point, Logan just throws him off balance. He was never able to get close enough for the tag.
This is astonishing. Logan, how much more can he do? There is literally claret dripping down his head. And he has managed to put ParkourMan in charge of this, but the tag is made by Logan Piner.
That was a nice catch right there. That was a really nice catch.
He's 1-0 to the 3-time Chinese champion.
Logan must have been feeling a little bit of pressure. Doesn't duck down and go through one of the low windows on Lazy Boy. He goes over the top, which is a much higher drop to the ground.
Look, we can't speak to those guys in ParkourMan because their English isn't any good, but I would imagine Logong, if we did ask him, he would just say, my head hurts, but I'm dead good at this. Logan Piner starting at the very, very top of the tilted cube. And hops, and that's a high-risk maneuver, and has he really benefited? Well, it's burnt a few seconds of this chase, and he now heads under the ridge. Under the ridge again. Just trying to wait for his man to make a move, and he does make a move, and he can't get away around the loaded bay, and ParkourMan still lead this game. In comes Frank Mahia. 60% chase tag athletes, 40% accessories. Launches through, he is a pocket rocket, a mighty mouse, small but powerful, like a fisherman's friend Mint. Around.
And I was thinking to myself, this parkour thing will be so much advantage. There are small, short people who have so much advantage towards this kind of stuff. The settings, I mean, okay, the settings of the stage. So it would so much short people have so much advantage because they can just go on there, they can up on those things faster. But the advantage of tall people will be long legs, where they can run faster on those tall stuff over there.
On the outside he goes, dives through the ridge, doesn't make contact, but he keeps on going. Up to the top of the mountain, drops into the tilted cube. He's got his man, he's got his man, he has got his man, but only just. I mean, there were 5 seconds left. It felt like he was chasing for hours.
Oh, that was very intense. And again, it looked like Frank was kind of expecting a couple cutbacks. You could see as he jumped to tilted cube from the top of the mountain, he looked like he was trying to slow himself down because he expected them to stop there, but instead he just kept gunning it towards Sisters.
Tom Key comes in. The ParkourMan team going through their roster, giving each of their guys a chance. And you have to say, we've not seen them in action before, but they really do look like they've got some serious skills. They do still lead this game, of course, but Frank Mahia, comes down the Sisters, turns back on himself, but it was just not quick enough because Tom Key manages to turn on a sixpence, come back and grab him.
That was legitimately
I would say if you're running away from those teams, I would say going up top would be the best idea, but it's also much more where you can get much more where you can get injured, you know what I mean? The risk is much more high when you're up top. You have to be really skilled to be able to maneuver up top than the below. That's my key thing looking at the video.
high-level strategy right there. He came over Sisters, bridged the gap, right foot on the Sister, his left foot on the bar of loading bay. This completely stops him and gives him power to go one way or the other. It doesn't matter which way Frank goes, he's ready.
Oh, Tom Key means that at the halfway stage, it is 1-0 to ParkourMan. There's a shimmy and a dance from Mark Bowles, the team captain of APK Blue. He is primarily a danger as an evader, but do not underestimate his tagging potential. He's going all the way around the outside, the dive up to the top of the mountain. It was a last-ditch effort. It's that mid-chase dive. If he doesn't get that, he probably doesn't get the tag at all.
Absolutely, especially the way that...
So this is a guy who's like, he have a weight on him, and I want to see how he does, and like, well, which is, I mean, the spot is much more. It's you have that like short stature, and his height is advantage towards the stage, and I guess he have like some quickness to him. But it's quick. It's kind of like a little quicker, fast, a little bit. So that's how he was able to cut that guy, and maybe a good instinct or something like that also.
Tag played out and where it happened. If Mark Bowles did not get that, he is stuck on the bottom of the mountainside. He's got so much ground to cover to another high EQ area in the tilted cube. If he didn't make that tag, it may have been an evasion.
Fonbin comes in. This guy's gone viral across the world for some of the mad stuff that he has done in terms of obstacle courses. He is such an athlete. That is pace. That is pace.
Yeah, I'm loving this parkour.
And me talking, making like it's easy, it's not easy. So don't get me wrong, guys. I know it's not easy. It's something hard. Like we have to maneuver all of those obstacles in front of you and jump and all of that. It's not that easy. So I just feel like this is something I can do, but I have to train for it.
Man squad. Fongbin just gunning it down the front line. Instead of having to go for that dive that we see so many athletes have to do, he kept it really reserved, jumps up to the top, leans back getting the tag because he has so much more speed.
Brother once more. Now, he was the man that was evaded earlier on. Can he make up for it? Oh, well, he just decides against that, perhaps wise, because it looked like his head was about to collide with a bar, and he's meant that he's got a little bit of time here to make a move, but he gets tangled up in the bars, but gets his man under the sisters. It was not a last minute.
It cornered him right there. He had nowhere to go. Nice. That was a nice strategy he had right there.
Minute thing, not a last ditch thing, but you could sense that chase might have been getting away from him.
And I gotta hype up ParkourMan again. Fangbin waits for that trigger. He waits for the tripwire to be set.
Now this is quite the entrance from ParkourMan, because however this game finishes up, they have shown us enough in these opening few chases that they are a force with which to be reckoned. But Brother is off, round the loading bay, moves through the mountain, and it does not matter, because he did not know that his opponent had taken the shortcut and was ready for it.
As you said, they're playing so well. A little slip up on the top of the ridge, but that was not ParkourMan's fault. That was Brother playing his body language perfectly. He could not continue with enough speed to outpace the Dorito cut, which got him tagged in the end.
We are into the final quarter of this game, and APK Blue have not been able to get on the board against ParkourMan. The three-time China champions are here, and they are showcasing their skills, and they could pick up a win in their opening game here in Group D. Elijah, in action, lovely stuff. He really has moved silkily around this squad tonight so far.
Yeah, that was great steps from Elijah. Always had 3 points of contact, always was ready to change direction on the drop of a pin. Now, the pressure has to be mounting here. Elijah showing a little bit of being upset earlier. He loves this starting spot. Getting a little wiggle, feeling good. I'm hoping he can put up an evasion here. Otherwise, it's looking dangerous for APK Blue.
Yue, the team captain for ParkourMan. Pops into the middle of the quad, now getting up to the mountain. Elijah steps around the loading bay. There's a little jump, but he's nowhere near his man. Oh, onto the chaser's plate. Now that's allowed. That's a fancy little move, and there's a little sort of vault through the mountain there. This is so good. Again, the tracer plate he uses. That is special. That is innovation.
Nice.
That is what APK Blue have
and
been promising.
that little step on the little squad thing to kind of like throw him off a little bit. That was good. It was good.
Really is that is classic Elijah Vanderbiver. I love watching him do this stuff. That is what he does every single time. He sits on that starting block because if they stay center, it forces them to come out after him.
Wow, look at Logan, who has taken a serious knock, but he has been sent back in to try and save the match for ParkourMan. If he does not make the tag here against Elijah, they will lose this game 2-1, having led for most of it. He does not look groggy, surely he feels it, but Elijah is off and away, and he's off towards his sisters, but Logan goes, oh, wow! Well, that is pressure that forced the mistake. And
yeah, that was pressure, and also it was playing it so risky too. I think he was also getting tired a little bit.
Elijah stacks it out the quad. That means that the tag is given, and Logan now has a chance to win the game for ParkourMan in the most sensational of circumstances.
And after taking such a hard belt, he takes off the headband, rips it off his head, wipes the sweat down, sending Frank out. He needs to be a little bit more reserved on his tag attempts.
This is a story. Logan, Frank Mejia. Mejia needs to make the tag. He's doing his work up high. He's bouncing off the bars. Now he gets down low. There's that swordfish move. It's a new one as he gets his speed up to go through the mountain, but it's not affording him a chance. And Logan is off. Logan's in the corner. Is he trapped? Is he away? Is he away? No, he is not. Oh my days. Oh my days. Frank Mejia walking a tightrope. He gets the tag. ParkourMan were less than a second away from winning the game, but it does mean we are going to sudden death. Unbelievable.
Chase for Business is literally what it says in the name. It is
Logo, heroic. He nearly won it for them. Frank Mejia saves it with what? 0.2 of a second left. I don't even know, Joey.
That's one of those very, very few times where, to be honest with you, if he had jumped out of the quad, that would have given him enough space and enough time to make the evasion, but it's so hard to know that. It's so hard to keep that internal clock. Also, if you're wrong, you look like an idiot.
It's sudden death, so longest evasion wins. And it is Li Yiqi that is being sent in by ParkourMan. They have already got a point just for taking it to sudden death. If they have the longest evasion, they get a second point in the table. To Chase with Logan Pino. Off he goes. He has to make a tag. He has to make it as quickly as possible. But this is going to be putting seconds on. This is putting seconds on, and quite a few seconds. It's already going to be a good target, and it's all the way around the outside. Logan is not going down that space. He's got a real problem here. It could be a 20-second evasion. Well, the tag is made, but it's nigh on 20 seconds. It does not matter whether it's 20 or 19 and a half. We'll have to get the exact timing, but that is absolutely brilliant from Li Yiqi, and it might be a match winner.
Li Yiqi just giving Logan the run around the entire quad, and it looked like Logan was just being a little bit too reserved with his chances. He wanted to wait for a mistake to happen. Li Yiqi did not give him any mistakes.
We need to know the official time, but ultimately he's got to have to go 20 seconds. Effectively, it's going to be 20 seconds. Tyler Carey is asked to carry APK Blue to victory in sudden death, but he's going to have to last the 20 seconds here. 19.84 is the official time. So it's as good as an evasion. It's a move around the outside of the sisters, and now through the mountain, and the tag comes in!
I just saw that guy in the blue, the Chase, the invader, he was slow. He was so slow. I'm sorry, he was slow. Feels like he's the weakest on the team. Oh.
And ParkourMan have won it! The three-time China champions in their first ever chase tag event. They have not come here to be cannon fodder. They have come here to be contenders, and they are contenders, Joey.
They looked so...
So I guess that's it. So the China won. And that was a good little clip. You know, the videos, kind of enjoyed it a little bit. I'd like to get into it and see more. But I would like to do more of like the one in real, you know, street. You know, people, those guys jumping on the roof. You know. But this is fun too. So if you like the video, if you like my reaction, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below. I read all comments, and please just like and share and subscribe. You know what I mean? So that's about it. On to the next video. Peace out.